Roll sound, please.
Rolling.
Shot 2, take 1.
Enslave.
Rolling camera.
And action.
Hi, my name is Amir Khan and I'm shooting for a film called Gajni. It's the last scene of the film that we're shooting. This is a place called Panchgani, which is a hill station about 4 or 5 hours from Bombay. I've been coming here as a kid and I've really loved this place. I've fallen in love with this place.
Rehearsal, sound.
I try and be in a state of semi-consciousness, if I can put it that way. I'm conscious enough to follow the instructions of the director, remember my lines, but I'm lost enough to feel like I am the person, I am the character. When you're acting, it's not what you're doing with your hands or your face, it's what you're feeling. And then when you're feeling the right emotion, it comes out everywhere.
Right, thank you. Here we go. And rotate. And action.
That we saw in that clip, you spent a lot of time there as a kid, apparently.
Well, not in that house in particular, but
That
in
area.
Panchgani, yeah, in that
Yeah.
hill station.
What kind of a childhood did you have?
Well, fairly standard actually. I think my parents looked after us really well and we had a fairly sheltered life. My parents were really against me getting into the films. And I come from a film family. My father, my uncle are both filmmakers. And I faced hell at home, I was like, there's no way you're getting into films. But I don't usually listen to people. I just do what I feel like. So, and then when they realized, actually it was more because they were concerned for me, and every parent is concerned for their children. And they had been through this line and in this profession, it's so uncertain, one day you're up there, the next day you're nobody. And it's a very harsh profession.
Well, the industry has obviously been extremely good to you and you've come such a long way in the years since you've been in it. Let's just take a look back at your transformation over those years.
आज मुझे बार-बार एक ही ख्याल आता है। पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, बेटा हमारा ऐसा काम करेगा। क्या बोलती तू?
ए, क्या मैं बोलूं?
सुन
सुना?
आती क्या खंडाला?
क्या करूं? आगे मैं खंडाला।
घूमेंगे फिरेंगे नाचेंगे गाएंगे ऐश करेंगे और क्या?
When you look at those clips from the 80s and 90s, do you go, you know what, I'm really proud of that? Or do you go, oh God, I just want to die?
No, I just want to die. I get thoroughly embarrassed. Usually, when I finish a film, within 6 months, I feel, this is not good enough and this is where we messed up and we could have done this and I've grown so much as an actor and I can do this much better now. I don't like my work, usually, after some time. I don't like it anymore.
That's got to be tough because you're going to keep seeing it.
So no, I just don't see it, I stop seeing my work. I see it a lot when I'm on the film and I see it with the audience while it releases. That's one thing I do for all my films. I watch them with the audience and the audience don't know I'm in the theatre.
How do they not know?
They don't know because they're already in there and then I walk in and I stand in the back. I go into the projection room, those windows there. I peep out and I can see everyone. I can hear them. So you can see them shifting in their seats if they don't like the scene. You can actually see that happen. So when the film is not working, you'll suddenly hear a lot of chairs, a lot of chair sounds. Shifting, coughing, So you're losing the audience there.
Did you go into the projection room and watch movies that didn't do so well, like
Yes.
Mela and
Yes, I did.
Earth and Man?
Yes, I did. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. But I think that's what I'm making these films for. I'm making it for the audience, and I want to be there to see how they like it. And if they don't, I want to be there to see that.
If you had to name a characteristic of yours that's gotten you through, that's helped you make it to be as big a star as you are now, what would it be?
I think for me it's been, I've always done what makes me happy. I realized very early in my career that whenever I'm taking a decision which I think is the correct decision, or I ought to be doing this, whenever I've done that, I've failed miserably. Whenever I thought I was being smart, I've ended up making an ass of myself. But whenever I did what I felt like doing, it worked for me. No matter how ridiculous it may have seemed to others, and no matter how impractical it may have seemed, but whenever I followed my heart and done what makes me happy, it's worked for me.
Amir, it's been such a pleasure having you on the programme. Great to meet you. Thank you very
Pleasure.
much indeed. A big thank you to you and to our studio audience, and of course to all of our viewers watching right around the world. My guest today has been the legendary film actor Amir Khan. I'm Anjali Rao. See you on the next Caucasian.